Brooks against Kobe. Kicks to Hayes. Over to Saul. Hayes. 4 on the shot clock. Martin with a screen on Kobe. With 1 second left.
Well, I like the way the defense has done a really good job of forcing them to take bad shots here. They're challenging every shot and pressuring the basketball.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. From deep, Jordan. And that is good. Jordan's got 11.
Boy, this is fun to watch. This guy is putting on the show right now. He's making it look really easy.
Brooks with it. Pass to Martin. Jordan is whistled for reaching in. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lee, and they get it. Stolen.
He knew exactly where the ball was going and got a hand on it.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 7.
Really played well on defense. It's all about teamwork and communication. And they put on.
Now the second quarter about to start. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Jordan in a 2-guard. Pau Gasol is out there with Artest, and Steve Blake, and Kobe. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Cuts off the pass. Rockets on offense. Trailing by 13. Clark, they're starting off the season against the Lakers.
One of several shots they'll get. 2 more scheduled meetings between these two teams.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Patrick Patterson, the junior out of Kentucky, a versatile four-man who can score inside and out. He had to learn to work more on the perimeter last season with the arrival of big man DeMarcus Cousins and the penetrating point guard John Wall. Patterson said, "I can adapt to anything. I'm used to change." A valuable trait to possess in the NBA, guys.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. The first one falls. Fresh set of games here. They'd like to go up 1-0 and make a statement.
Starting off the series with the win, the pressure's on the other team next time you meet. It's a good position to be in when you can get that first one.
And so he hits both. Luis Scola came over to the NBA a few seasons back after a dominant career in Europe.
Yeah, you kind of wondered if he'd be able to translate his game to the size and athleticism of the NBA. There's no need to worry about that. He's proven himself in the league.
And he's answered the skeptics.
Yep.
And here we go with Aaron Brooks. Lakers are a good defensive team last year. Clark holding their opponents to just 33% shooting from beyond the arc. We know the three-point shot is the great equalizer. But you have that kind of three-point defense speaks volume.
It really does, and that led the league in that particular category, Kevin. Teams that relied heavily on the three ball really struggled against the Lakers, and I think part of that was the length. The Lakers able to get out and challenge that three-point line, and everybody is conscious of making that a key part of what they do defensively.
Here's Martin, kept alive. Now Budinger. Another shot. And it's Martin again missing.
They're really hurting with his performance here. He just hasn't played up to his standards so far.
Martin against Jordan. Hangs and hits. Jordan's got 13. And the Lakers defense, Clark, with their personnel, it is hard to see why they were so successful at that. We talked about length a little bit earlier. It's length, it's knowing the defensive rotations and filling in when you need to fill in.
Exactly. Everybody helping one another, recognizing what you're trying to do in your game plan. We're going to make it tough for other teams to beat us from the three-point line. That means everybody's got to rotate. Everybody has to challenge shots. So it's a recognition, and then it's putting forth the effort to get those hands starting to look for it here.
So it's the Lakers now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Next up for them is going to be the Suns. That'll be at the U.S. Airways Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Hal heard the word soft and rumblings that he got manhandled by the Celtics in the finals. He started lifting weights 2 to 3 times a week for the first time in his career.
How about that?
Yeah, he didn't want to get that sand kicked in his face anymore.
It paid off.
Yeah, it has.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Andrew Bynum's checked in for our test. Barnes comes in for Kobe. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Steve Blake. And the Rockets making a change here. He hits the second from the line. We were just talking about Gasol. What took him so long, you think, to hit the weights?
You know, it's a personal call there, Kevin. I'm not really sure, but he clearly feels like it's made a difference, so he'll continue to do it. Gasol said last season that he felt he was very, very tough. Phil Jackson's response to that? 2 berries is too many, in his opinion. He's very tough. Not 2 berries, according to Phil.
Myers from 14, and the Lakers with another miss.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
Back to Lowry. Stolen away.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Barnes kicks to Jordan. It's dumped off. Pass to Bynum. Over Yao. Bynum, no good.
Hard-nosed battle in the trenches. Defense wins out.
Battier. And jammed in for 2 good eyes and hands there. Set it up.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Nice second look we just had there with our strike slam. And here's Fisher. Pass to Jordan. He gets it up, and that's not going to go. That'll do it for the first half.
Jordan with a good game. 15 points, and you can add 1 3-pointer to his stat line also. More than half their points have come from him alone.
Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome to HB at the half. The NBA season is just getting underway. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Houston. An overpower. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan and Clark Kellogg calling your...
Now the second half about to begin in just a moment. Here's Kobe looking for his first bucket of the game. Clark, you think about this Rockets team. They worked to play a more up-tempo style without Yao last year, and with their smaller front court, they really emphasized running out for layups and corner threes.
And without the big guy in the lineup, that team had to make adjustments, and to their credit, they did, and did so effectively.
Checking out the group for Rick Edelman to start the second half. Luis Scola at the power forward, and Big Yao Ming in the middle. Brooks and Martin manning the backcourt. And Battier. And the first one drops. So Clark, with that up-tempo look, how does that affect the team now when Yao comes back in the fold?
Well, that's always interesting when you think about a presence like Yao and how much he can do inside. You still got to play through him, but I think they'll blend, running when appropriate and making sure they take advantage of Yao when he's on the floor as well.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Well, the Lakers, the victors in a hard-fought classic final series. Lamar Odom said it was so hard. I respect those guys so much. They made us work. And Phil Jackson saying it wasn't well done, but it was done. And we did it with perseverance. Guys, the Celtics took them down to the wire, but in the end, the Lakers just found a way to get it done. Guys?
A classic final series, Doris. Thanks. Bryant passes to Jordan. Baseline jumper kept alive. Fades back. They shoot again. And Gasol with the lay-in. And the Lakers